Hello again, my friends. This is Sage with another For Your Pleasure. And today I've got four little things, a couple web comics, and this, which is Myths Retold. I discovered this not too long ago, a couple weeks ago, I think. It's fairly new. But basically, it's this guy who he retells myths, but he does it in like a more common language, and he makes it effing hilarious. Just the emphasis that he puts on certain things. Um, if you read this one, you probably have to like 480 or 720p it. But if you read this one, it is hilarious. I think it's my favorite one that I've read so far, and it made me laugh until I cried. He's really good. And he's a really creative writer, and he's also very accurate. So the stuff is in real mythology. He just puts a comedic swing on it, which is pretty amazing. It's a real simple idea, but by the same token, if you can't approach it with the right amount of creativity, then you're just gonna fail. And he does it perfectly. He has the right amount of comedy. He puts some explicatives in there, which makes it funny because he puts it in at the right time. He adds in some dialogue, but you can tell clearly that it's not from the real myth. But it's still funny, so it fits just fine. The next thing is Looking for Group. This is another webcomic that I've read um, for a long time, actually. The most recent comic is number 491, and the oldest comic is, of course, number 1. The art hasn't come a huge way. The artist was already fairly good when he started it, as you can see. But it's pretty funny. It's kind of got a Dungeons and Dragons feel to it, but not really. It's more like an RPG spoof. But it has some really serious elements in it too, so you can really later on especially involve yourself in the story, and even things that happen that seem completely ridiculous and nonsensical, like they don't have a place in the story, later on you find out that most of them really do. There's one that was something that's mentioned, I think, in the first couple of comics when this guy Richard introduces himself. Yeah, right here. And mayor of a little village up the coast, which sounds like it's just in there for uh, comedic purposes, like just to poke fun at something. But it really does play a serious part later on in the series, which caught me completely off guard. And when you see exactly like how it comes into play, it's really surprising. And I can't tell if he did it intentionally or if he just noticed it, and later on when it became more serious, he decided that he could make it serious. I don't know, but the artist and the author together are pretty brilliant mix. So I wouldn't be surprised if he did it on purpose. They're really good at what they do. The same author and artist do these comics, Least I Could Do, which is just a comedy. That's all it is. It's just there to make you laugh. It stars this guy Rain and some of his sexual exploits. It's not graphic, so you don't have to worry about feeling awkward about that. It's all comedic. It's a slice of life, a kind of adult slice of life, and it's really funny. Sometimes I don't know. Sometimes it kind of bashes religion and certain political affiliations and stuff, and I don't really like that very much. I mean, I'm a religious person myself, so I don't know quite how I feel about it. I don't feel like he doesn't cross the line, so I can ignore some of those jokes as just being of poor quality to me. So I leave it alone. But generally speaking, it's mostly pretty funny, and it's entertaining, and I like to follow it. So you guys might want to check it out. And last but not least is on YouTube, Athene. Let's see, what was it called? Oh yeah, Together to the Top. Now this is something that Athene has started himself. Together to the Top is it's a video, and I'll let you listen to a little bit of it here in a second. But it's from Athene, and basically he started making videos trying to tell people about how difficult it is for the smaller channels to get any type of recognition. This is actually pointed towards smaller channels, telling them that what they really need to do is band together and try to work to make something truly unique and entertaining. And he's saying that he is more than willing to help in whatever manner he possibly can. Now, a lot of other YouTubers that I know have made some videos about this, talking about what he's doing. It's really important because right now, as he so eloquently puts it, it's really, really difficult for the smaller YouTubers to get any type of recognition. It's all being controlled by the top YouTubers who have been there for several years. They just happen to get lucky and get in there at the right time. Now, I'm not bashing any of them because they've all put in work. You know, they've obviously made something that's successful and entertaining for people to watch and to interact with. So they deserve their success. But it's really hard for anyone else to get in on that success. And this is something that Athene has noticed, and he started to make a point to talk about it, to spread the word to other people and to let them know that if he can help, he will be more than happy to. So I don't know exactly what part I wanted you guys to see.
Even if I have to make those videos until I'm grand,
you can just listen to a little bit of it if you want. He's gotten a lot of replies from people.
I'm going on the street and I'm checking out what people think about you.
And sending personal video responses to the people that ask him for them and that follow his instructions, which you can find on his YouTube channel. He's done a really good job about it. So I've been really, really impressed with him, with what he's doing. And
in Germany, together with Swifty.
I mean, it's just really cool that he's been willing to do something like this for the smaller channels. You know, to take some time, a lot of time really, out of his day, out of his schedule to put together these personal videos for each individual to post up on their YouTube, and just to let everyone know that, you know, he understands how hard it is to get to the top. He started small and worked his way up. So, you know, he really deserves props for it. So check that out. Make sure you go to Athene. Just type in Together to the Top and stuff. You can find plenty of videos about it. Athene wins. You can go to his channel. There's all sorts of stuff there that you can find out about it. It's just a really incredible thing, and it deserves some attention. And he definitely deserves some honors for what he's doing. So, from me, at the very least, I don't know if he'll ever see this, but for me, I appreciate what you're doing, Athene. You're a hero. So, you know, keep up the good work. And I'm glad you didn't forget the little guy. You didn't forget where you've come from. So, that's really cool, man. That's freaking amazing. But, all right, so that's been another For Your Pleasure. I brought 4 things to you. I hope you found some joy out of at least one of them, and you found some good information. So if you don't check out any of them and you only check out one, if you have to pick only one to check out, please check out Athene. He deserves any subscribes, likes, favorites, views, everything that he gets, he deserves, because he's worked really hard for it. So until next time, guys, this has been Sage. Peace.